sorry teacher, que el momento no pude hacer y tengo que grabar. De todos modos intentaré enviarlo de esta manera y hacer todo lo posible. Bueno, hello, my name is Christian and today I will give you a tutorial on how to use a and and in sentences. For starters, these are indefinite articles. The identified articles an is used to make pronunciation easier when reading a text aloud. The general rule is to use a when the indefinite article precedes a word starting with a consonant sound, and an is used when it precedes a word starting with a vowel sound. Use a when the indefinite article comes before a word beginning with a consonant sound. Example: a toy, a book, a house. And use an when the indefinite article comes before a word beginning with a vowel sound. Example: an operation, an idea, an apple. Exceptions. It's important to know that not all nouns that begin with a consonant begin the consonant sound. Always trust the sound, not the letter, when applying the A versus N rule. Remember, it's about pronunciation. Consider the examples below: an hourglass, an hourglass, an honor. Likewise, there are some nouns beginning with a consonant that make a vowel sound. In this case, the indefinite article a should be used. An university, no. An university. The next is there is and there are. The structure with there is and there are allows you to describe an image. We use there is for singular and for uncountable things. For example, there is a dog in the park, there is a man in the door. We use there are with plural substantives. Example: there are 3 bottles of beer in the fridge, or there are 6 cats in the living room. Another examples: there are several shops on the street, and there are some people outside. The contractions will be the contraction of there is and is there's. Example: there's a good song on the radio. There's only 1 chocolate left in the box, and you cannot contract there are. There are 9 cats on the roof. There are only 5 weeks until my birthday. Negative form. The negative is formed by putting not after is or are. Example: there is not a horse in the field. There are not 8 children in the school. There is not a tree in the garden. There are not 2 elephants in the zoo. We almost always use contractions when speaking. The negative contractions are there's not, and there isn't. There are not, there aren't. There aren't with any. When we want to indicate that a zero quantity of something exists, we use there aren't any. Examples: there aren't any people at the party, and there aren't any trees in my street. We also use this structure with uncountable nouns. There isn't any water in the swimming pool. There isn't any sugar in my coffee. And the questions. The fourth question we place is, are, in front of there. Again, we use any with plural question or those which use uncountable nouns. We also use there is, are in short answers. Examples will be: is there a dog in the supermarket? No, there isn't. Are there any dogs in the park? Yes, there are. Is there a security guard in the shop? Yes, there is. Are there any polar bears in Antarctica? No, there aren't. Is there any ice cream in the freezer? Yes, there is. How many with are there? If we want to find out the number of objects that exist, we use how many in the following form: how many plus plural noun plus are there plus complement. How many dogs are there in the park? How many students are there in your class? How many countries are there in South America? How many Star Wars films are there? And that will be all. Sorry, teacher. Es que se me fue la luz en plena noche y no sé, estoy en mi techo haciendo este video con la luz de mi celular. Bueno, goodbye.